For thousands of years, human beings have been cultivating the land for survival and development. To live, they simply strive to understand their environment in order to provide food for their families. According to Johnson 1992, indigenous knowledge is defined as a body of knowledge built by a group of people through generations of living in close contact with nature. In other words, it is the skills and information local people utilize to make a livelihood in a specific environment. Indigenous knowledge provides problem solving strategies for local communities, especially the poor. Although this knowledge is basic, it provides a rich ground for the development of modern society. As aforementioned, indigenous knowledge is local in nature and it differs from region to region. Indigenous knowledge is community based, which consists of 1. Traditional knowledge, 2. Rural knowledge, 3. Local knowledge, and 4. Farmers' knowledge. It is passed down by generations to the next by verbal means of communication and it is taught through practical lessons. Indigenous knowledge is also dynamic in nature. So as information is passed down from one generation to the next, it evolves. And this helps in developing new coping mechanisms. For example, if there is an outbreak of new disease on plants, it can be solved with new knowledge on pesticide control for the next. Moreover, sometimes farmers' attempts to success is often led to failure. This, however, motivates farmers to conduct their own experiments and to draw conclusions to guide their actions. So there are a number of techniques that farmers use to manage their soils and crops. They combine their knowledge of soil, crop cycles, and all of those to improve the fertility of the soil. Here are 3 farming techniques used by farmers in soil and crop management. 1. Intercropping. 2. Fallowing. 3. Crop rotation. One common indigenous farming technique used by farmers is intercropping. Intercropping involves the cultivation of 2 or more crops in a field simultaneously. Intercropping allows farmers to rotate their crops and to manage their soils better. Farmers use intercropping for ecological benefits. Intercropping includes polyculture, intertillage, mixed cropping, and row cropping. Intercropping can lead to economic benefits as also because it allows farmers to produce a wide range of crops which can make them earn more. Knowledge on the different root systems, tap difference in soil horizon, helps farmers to identify which plants work best in which soil. Sometimes farmers plant taller crops to shelter and to provide protection for shorter crops that cannot manage the implications of the sun and to provide a windbreaker from against the strong influence of the wind. Intercropping also allows farmers to acquire more knowledge on which plants work best with which. For example, farmers use peas and corn in their farming style because of how well the corn and peas complement each other. The next farming technique is fallowing. Fallowing is an agricultural strategy that involves leaving arable land unplanted for 1 or more vegetative cycles. The purpose of fallowing is to enable the ground to recuperate and store organic matter while also maintaining moisture and interrupting disease life cycles by removing their host temporarily. Fallowing is also necessary for biodiversity since it ensures the existence of predators capable of controlling pests. It is a crop rotation strategy that is commonly employed. Predators and pests may impact existing weeds, and these along the application of green manure can help restore lost nutrients to the soil composition before the next crop cycle. Crop rotation is the other coping mechanisms that farmers use, and it is the process of growing many crops on the same piece of land in order to maintain soil health, maximize nutrients, and resist insect and weed pressure. Consider a farmer who has planted a cornfield. He may have planted beans after the corn harvest is ended because maize consumes a lot of nitrogen while beans restore nitrogen to the land. A basic rotation may consist of 2 or 3 crops, whereas more complicated rotations may include dozens or more.